if you are on this journey and you found this video because you're, wondering if you should get a Wellbutrin or something like that, you guys, I would suggest it. I'm like, yo, do it. On a couple conditions. You have an exit plan. You are aware of possible addiction and withdrawal, because that's exactly what it is. You're going to get addicted to it like any drug. This is a fucking drug. Third, you understand that you have control of your life. Wellbutrin. So I'm going to just cut to the chase, man. I'm going to give you what you were looking for when you clicked on this video, you guys. My first day results of it. This is my second day currently. First day results, you guys, amazing. Didn't really feel any negative side effects. But like, it was really good, man. I felt that energy boost that a lot of people talk about. But here's the deal. I drink green tea every day, bro. Like, I don't miss a day. But when I drink that green tea, and I get the caffeine from the green tea in, I feel a difference. What I'm trying to tell you is that you can feel when you get that boost of energy and then when it comes down. Wellbutrin, the boost of energy that this gives you is not like caffeine, you guys. This is natural, man. It feels natural. I don't feel jittery or super like high alert like Adderall. I didn't have trouble sleeping. I felt extremely focused. I felt like it just felt good. I felt really good. Now, I want to break it down a lot further about it. I want to talk about what I think about, drugs like this, why I got into it, and I want to get further into detail about that because everyone has a different personal lifestyle. I was looking for certain information online and didn't really get it too much, and so I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you guys. Now, without further ado, man, so one of the things I know when I was doing research on YouTube anyways, I went to a lot of different videos to try to get a basis on what to expect when it comes to trying this. I'm gonna just let you guys know, I obviously am not talking the same way that a lot of other people do. I talk with an accent. I talk with a little bit of slang. Now, whether or not that you take my approach to how I talk about this as valid or not, that's up to you guys, man. Hey, it is what it is. I understand, but I talk with a little slang. I'm representing a different demographic out there, you guys, and so let's get into it. So when it comes to medicine and medication, getting counseling and therapy like that in the black community, there's a big stigma behind it. I decided to go ahead and jump up on this. Now, as soon as look at this right off the bat, you guys. I'm covering my personal details, stuff like that. It says may cause dizziness. I didn't experience this. One of the reasons why I haven't experienced any of the bad side effects, I think it has to do with my earlier history. So when I was young, teenage years, I did football middle school up into high school to my junior year, quit mid junior year, and I just started partying like crazy, you guys. Within partying, I did a lot of drugs, you guys. It's like, I'm just be real with you guys. I did a lot of drugs. I didn't do any crack. I didn't do any heroin. I didn't do any meth. Pretty much everything else I've done, you guys. And so I have a pretty good understanding of my mentality and how I'm feeling with things. I've gone to the extreme end, and then I've come back on the sober end, you guys. The way that this feels is so much more subdued than Adderall, but I get the clarity and the focus. So it's like Adderall, you get super hyper focused. It's like literally taking the Limitless pill. I don't know if you've seen that movie or not, but it's literally like taking the Limitless pill. That's exactly how I feel with Adderall, except I do feel very jittery. I feel unnatural. When I take this, I feel the clarity. I feel like that brain fog is gone. I feel like I got energy, natural energy. I get to wake up in the morning. Like today's day 2 with it. I woke up, it's like 11 a.m. as of recording this. This is about the time I usually would wake up. I just thought it was normal. I thought it was normal for me to wake up around those times. I thought it was because I was exercising a lot. I had a lot on my plate. I thought I had to sleep a lot more. But as I was actually talking to my therapist and things like that, they told me like, you probably will be a good fit with this. And now actually taking this is literally day 2 with this. I can't believe how much time I wasted sleeping in the bed, you guys. Like, it's crazy. Based off of like my experience with drugs and stuff like this feels good. It feels natural, man. It, like, whatever the chemical balances that they did with this, you guys, it works very well with your body. I'm gonna just say it like that, you guys. As somebody who's done a lot of shrooms, someone who's done acid, someone that's done a lot of even like the 25I, 25C stuff, which is like the experimental acid, not the legit acid, but the experimental acid. I've done a lot of different things, you guys. This feels good. Like, it just does, man. I've even experimented with cocaine a little bit, you guys. I'm gonna just be 100 with you. So I'm not a big drug avid user at all, you guys. I've definitely slowed a lot down. I am I smoke marijuana a lot. like a lot, you guys. I smoke 2, 3, 4, 5 joints a day. I was diagnosed with depression and PTSD. And this is supposed to help with ADHD, it's supposed to help with depression, it's supposed to help with, trauma and stuff like that, you guys. I'm going to tell you, the reason why I even got onto this, though, was because of there's this lawsuit going on. I'm not going to get too further into it until we get an actual decision on it. I'll go ahead and get into that a little bit later. But long story short, I used to do content moderation for Facebook and Instagram, so I would see all of the crazy videos that you will never see. You probably have seen those things, especially if you were in high school. You know how the Pain Olympics was a thing. You know how like people in school was like, oh, look at this video, it's the Taliban cutting off this lady's head. Oh my God, look at this. And you're like, why the fuck are you watching that type of shit, bro? It's like, what? Those types of videos was what I would see on a day-to-day basis. And I was so good at my job. I leveled up. I got moved up to Instagram profile, in IGPR, which is Instagram profile review. So what I would do is I would review full Instagram profiles and scrub those against the policy of Facebook, Instagram, and judge whether or not they should be on the platform or if I should remove it. I was in a specialized area of the IGPR, Instagram profile review, and I was with the suicide self-injury, SSI. So I would see 8 hours a day. And sometimes I would even do overtime because at the time I needed the money. I would see 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours a day. Nothing but people killing themselves, cutting themselves. And I'm here to tell you guys, what you see on TV, what you see on Saw, what you see on Final Destination, none of that shit. Like, that shit is gruesome. Like, I can't even watch Saw. But real life is different. It's different, you guys. And that's the type of stuff that, like, I feel like I'm a strong kind of guy. Like, I don't let any of that stuff really affect me per se. But as I was speaking about that in my therapy session, I was like, God damn, this shit really affected me a lot. My day-to-day has been affected. And it's not just because of that. It's because of a lot of other things. But I'm here to tell you guys that I do feel the difference with this. I do feel the difference with it. I'm mainly in my energy. What kind of monster should you have going into this? The type of monster you should have before you take any kind of pills and stuff like this, you guys, because they're addictive. You got to think about it like this, you guys. This is the pharmaceutical industry. Their entire industry is to get you guys on drugs. Like, people talk about, y'all remember the DARE program? So many people out here talking about, oh, drug dealers this, drug dealers that. You're doing legal drugs. So when people want to come here talk about, oh my God, he was selling drugs, he's such a bad person, you fucking popping pills that are legal drugs. These are legal drugs. Y'all motherfuckers go through the same symptoms, the same withdrawals and stuff like that. And here, I know my tone probably is gonna rub people off the wrong way, but this is stuff that nobody's saying. Like, no, I watch so many videos and nobody's talking about this. These are drugs. These are legit drugs, you guys. Like, I did illegal drugs and people look down on those, but the same symptoms that people did illegal drugs, you get with this. And so that's why I don't even like taking Tylenol. I never was like, I experimented with, the popular designer drugs as a kid, like as a teenager, stuff like that. And I don't like it because I don't like the way they feel. It's so unnatural. This doesn't feel unnatural, but I'm so wary about the withdrawal symptoms of it. I'm so, I don't want to get dependent on that. I'm someone that I want to do natural. I want to do everything natural. I'm big on self-motivation. I'm big on having the mental resources to get yourself out of, and a good diet as well as a good plan and a plan, you guys. This should not be your solution. It should not be a solution. If anything, it's an aid. It's a supplement. It's like when you're working on exercise and you're taking muscle, you're doing protein powder and protein shakes, you guys. That can supplement as a meal. Should your entire day be consistent of just protein shakes? No, that's not good, you guys. It's not good for you. And so it's the same thing with this. If you think this is gonna solve all your problems, you're sorely mistaken, and I think you need to reevaluate your life and the way you approach life, you guys. You are not a victim. The thing about this, when you come into it, you have to understand is you are not a victim. You might be experiencing things that that can give you the perception of being a victim, but you are in control of your life. You are in control of everything that you can do and how the way you react to life. It's just that some people need a bit more of a push than others, right? Sometimes it may require having a healthier lifestyle. It requires sacrifice, you guys. And so that's the way that I come into this. This isn't a solution. It's only a boost, and it's going to help you to do the things that you want to do. I watched this video from this other lady. She was reviewing it. She said that it's similar to having like a vacation in your brain, a mental vacation from all the things that you go on in your day-to-day life. And I thought that was pretty nice. You know, it buys you time to allow you to feel how you feel and like rationally step out of the situation that you're in, you guys, and really kind of like evaluate it from a different perspective, not in the midst, in the cesspool of all of your emotions and stuff like this. This kind of alleviates that, kind of sets you up a little bit, you know, pulls you out and allows you to really look at it. And that's how you got to do it. You got to think of yourself like a scientist when you're pulling this stuff out here. Get out your clipboard and start taking notes of your life. Start journaling. Start looking at like what goes on in your day-to-day life and what you can do now and how you feel. But never think of this as the solution, you guys. You should always come into it with an exit plan. So let me go into another thing right quick. Marijuana usage. I looked up a lot of stuff on this to see how it would affect you when you're doing marijuana, because if you drink on this, it increases your chance of having seizures. Now, to be quite honest with you guys, I'm pretty sure I've had a couple seizures. I think I've had like 2 when I was younger, because I was a wild boy, you guys. I was a wild boy, and I was doing a lot of different stuff, and so I don't want to play around with that. I am going to be honest with you. I'm still probably going to have a glass of wine here and there. I'm probably going to have a little bit of whiskey and stuff like that. But they very much said to avoid smoking marijuana with this. This is a smoking cessation. And so that means that it's supposed to help you stop smoking. And so I'm like I didn't even know that was another benefit of this. And so before I smoked, I tried to do a lot of research on like what marijuana does and what this does actually. And so what Bupropion does is it increases the uptake of dopamine and serotonin, meaning that it essentially pumps a little bit more dopamine and serotonin into your brain, because with depression, what scientists, psychologists, psychiatrists think that depression is caused by is a lack of, at least it's attributed, right? People that suffer from depression and anxiety have, you know, low levels of serotonin and low levels of dopamine. On the flip side, if you do have low levels of serotonin and, you know, dopamine, that tends to raise your libido. You want to have sex a lot more when you're quote unquote depressed. Really interesting how that works, you guys. And so this is supposed to increase the amount of dopamine and serotonin in your brain. Marijuana, the THC part, also is supposed to release a bit of dopamine in your brain. And so I feel good when I take the Bupropion. I'm not gonna lie, like it just feels very good. And so I've also smoked too. The first day that I did it, you guys. And what happened was it was pretty good. Like I didn't feel anything weird. You know, I smoked to go drive an hour to go get my hair cut yesterday, you guys. I know gas price is crazy. Don't come at me about that. I know I probably should find a barbershop close nearby, but man, I'm not gonna switch my barber. If you know, you know. But anyways, yeah, like I put my glasses on and put on some music, and it was nice. It was real nice. You know, I had the clarity. Still, it was crazy. It's like I still had the clarity of the Bupropion in my brain while I was also high at the same time. So, you know, like the clouds, all my sounds were so much more crisp. I could hear things. I went to the bar, like I'm sitting in the chair getting my hair cut, and what's that movie with Jonah Hill and like the world is ending or something like that, you know what I mean? And like they get to go to heaven if they rewrite their sins and stuff like that. Demons are chasing them, stuff like that. And it was funny. It was weird. It was like I was able to pick up on the audio and the dialogue so much more crisp without it being distracting. I felt like myself, you guys. I felt like myself, man. But I also felt like more enhanced. It was weird. It's like it feels like if you know what I was going through, if it really truly was depression, that my like depression state subdued a lot of senses. I was hard to focus, or at least a lot of things around me didn't register in my head as they do now. One of the other things that the Bupropion is supposed to do is it says that it balances chemical, it creates homeostasis if you have chemical imbalances within your brain. And so I like that. I like that that's what it's supposed to do. This is also not necessarily considered in like a SSRI or something like that, which means that it doesn't have the same side effects as Prozac, Zoloft, or the other things. And that's another reason why I wanted to get that. Originally, my psychiatrist prescribed me as on Lexapro, and then I did a lot more research on it, got a second opinion. I'm like, man, I don't want to take no Lexapro. I don't want my sex drive to go down. I don't want to gain weight. What the fuck? That feels like that's like completely counterproductive to the things that are supposed to create a good lifestyle. You want to control your weight. You want to have a healthy lifestyle. You want to have good sex. These are things that create a healthy person, you know? So I'm like, I don't want that. And so one of the psychiatrists, was like, well, how about you try Wellbutrin? You don't get any of the side effects, but you get the good benefits of it. I'm like, well, shit, why didn't you suggest that at first? So got it. She also prescribed me on some hydroxyzine to cut the anxiety. And I didn't get that because I just don't want to be on so many pills. I don't want to be a pill popping animal like Lil Wayne or some shit like that. Popping Perkies and shit like that, you guys. Like that's it. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. It's exactly what I thought about people that take medications. You know, and I'm sorry, but you know, I really actually want to recount those thoughts that I had. But I'm still glad that I had those thoughts because I don't want to be dependent on my meds. I don't want to be like, oh, I didn't take my meds today, so I just feel down and out. No, man, you still got to have a degree of responsibility of your own emotions, of your own reactions to life and your plans. Like, this is truly what I believe with it. Sometimes you just need a boost, and it's okay. It's really okay. As long as you come with an exit plan, as long as you understand that you are in control of your life and that you're actually using this to help bolster and instill good habits for your life, you guys. I know I'm talking a lot with this, but this is really big. This is really huge, man. This is a huge step that you're going on. I also thought about withdrawal symptoms. I've thought about weaning off of this. I'm only taking 100 milligrams right now, and I do not plan on increasing. I do not plan on increasing whatsoever, you guys. I don't care if I have any kind of like, you know, because I know I'm going to have tolerance. It's just what happens. But any kind of boost that is going to give me in my mood and get in energy-wise, that's all I need, you guys. That's all I need because I'm going to make sure that I pull myself out of any kind of situation that I'm in. Also, last year, you guys, I made $102,000 as a matter of fact. Now, obviously, after taxes, you know, I didn't take home $100,000, but out of 6 W-2s, I was working my ass off. I hardly went out. And so that also contributed to my quote-unquote depression and stuff like that. And so, you know, this feels really good. I feel so much more capable. I feel like life is in my hands. I'm super excited to go this week. People say that after a month, you start to really get the full benefits of it. Well, shit, if that's the case, goddamn, man, this is going to be fantastic. Like, this is going to be great. I woke up this morning at like 8, 9-ish. You know, I woke up pretty fine. Went to bed, great. Didn't have any insomnia, didn't have any trouble sleeping. I have trouble sleeping before, but here's the deal. I don't sit in bed and just try to sleep. Because my mom does this too. What I like to tell myself when I'm having quote-unquote insomnia is I take it as a sign that my brain and that, like, my higher self wants me to do work. Like, I have trust in myself and my body and the divine that feelings that I have want to guide me to get to the place that I want to be in my life. So when I'm sleeping, let's say it's like midnight, let's say it's 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and I'm not sleepy, instead of just dwelling on, oh, I'm not sleepy, I can't sleep. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, you know what? Maybe my brain is telling me something. This is a sign. Maybe I should go read a book. Maybe I should finish editing these videos that I want to do. Maybe I should finish my cloud courses. Maybe I should learn a little bit more about the real estate market around myself. Maybe I should clean up my room or something like that. You know, that's what I do instead of just dwelling on my bed and scrolling mindlessly like a zombie on Instagram or TikTok, you guys. These are another thing that you can do to enable yourself. Stop being in the disableist. Stop being a victim with shit. I know this is gonna rub people the wrong way, but this is how I truly feel about it, man. Like you have control of your life, and the reason why I'm also going this hard about this is because this is the pharmaceutical industry. They don't care about therapists. for the most part, some, like, they really do care about you and shit like that. But when it comes to pills, it is so much better for their pockets to keep you on pills. Oh, you're having a problem with this? Well, here, we got this pill for you here. Oh, and you know what? To cut your anxiety, you're having anxiety now? Well, take this pill here. Give us another $100. Put it in. And then you know what happens? You're addicted to this shit later, and then it's going to take a long time to get off of it. What do they do in the pharmaceutical industry? They ease the symptom, not cure it. You need to get cured from it. Don't just ease the symptoms. You've got to have cure to it. But unfortunately, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, and that's where it falls off, you guys. So if you are on this journey and you found this video because you're, wondering if you should get a Wellbutrin or something like that, you guys, I would suggest it. I'm like, yo, do it. On a couple conditions. You have an exit plan. You are aware of possible addiction and withdrawal, because that's exactly what it is. You're going to get addicted to it like any drug. This is a fucking drug. Third, you understand that you have control of your life. And let's say that you don't feel like you have control of your life. Well, take this and understand that, or at least think of it like this in your mind. If you don't think you have control of your life, think of it like this. If you're taking this and you're going to get on it, start doing mental exercises and experiments. Think of yourself like a scientist in a white lab coat with your little flask and shit like that, clipboard. Start actually observing the things that you do in your life, observing your body, observing your mind, the thoughts that you have. Observe it like you're like someone like in the crowd, right? Like, let's say you're like a scout or something. You're trying to find the next actor for your big movie or some shit like that. Have that little section in your brain when you're taking this, and just observe yourself. And then start to observe where you can actually control your life at, you guys. You'll be amazed at what you observe about yourself, and use that and act on it. Don't just sit here and just think it's going to solve all your problems. It's not, you guys. This is a supplement. It's a crutch to help you heal, right? You use a crutch so that you're not using all of your weight on your broken foot, broken leg, whatever, so that you give it time to heal. And once it's healed, you want to start, getting off those crutches slowly. If you do it too soon, you're going to damage yourself probably worse than what you came into it as. But if you stay on it too long, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're just walking, your legs are perfectly fine, and you're walking around with a crutch. Now, it's not that simple, because I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. This shit is good. It's really good. And the reason why I say it's really good is because, like, once again, man, that energy boost you get that I'm getting so far is fantastic. And I don't feel anything from like caffeine. There's no like downside to it. Also, another thing, I take protein and I take creatine and I take a bunch of other multivitamins. And so like pairing those with this, it's not bad. But once again, I'm only on day 2 right now, you guys. So I'm gonna let you guys know how it is a week down the road, a month down the road, 2 months down the road, and I'll keep you updated on it. But that's just my personal opinion on this, you guys. I think it's really good, and I'm gonna continue to smoke on it, and I'm gonna use it as a cessation. I truly want this to help me create a new lifestyle, a new life habit. I actually want to stop marijuana. I got some good shit though, man. I got some good shit. My plug has, I don't know what's been happening, but lately, man, we've been getting pumped with some excellent. Like, gas prices are high, but god damn it, these gas prices are low and it's high quality. I don't know what's going on, but hey, I ain't complaining about it. Let me know if this helped, if you guys like this, man. I know it's a long video. I'm actually not gonna edit it. I'm gonna just keep it raw. Real deal, Holyfield. Yeah, I wanted to give a different perspective on this, you guys. But I hope it helps you out. If you do feel like you have like some problems mentally, emotionally, you just want to get your life under control, you guys. Don't feel too afraid to reach out, you guys. I think it's scary how quick and easy it is to get prescribed on some medication, which is another thing that I didn't get into. I'll probably get into another video, but I did want to just say that, you guys, man. I hope you have a good one, and let me know if you guys like this. How long have you been on your journey with this, you guys? Yeah, see you in the next one.